The Battle of Ecclesiastes Hill is an event that was part of the 1870 Fenian raid in Missisquoi County near the Canada-US border. After the formation of the Fenian Brotherhood in 1858, various raids were carried out against British settlements in Canada. At the beginning of June 1866, a first raid was launched towards Pigeon Hill near St. Armand and Furleisburg. After planting the green flag, the 250 or so men led by Fenian General Samuel Spear encountered no resistance for 3 days. Then arrived a troop of regular soldiers from Montreal, and the Battle of Pigeon Hill took place, where 17 Fenians were taken prisoner before being tried in Swedesburg, Cowansville. A few days after the battle, on the night of June 10, 1863, a soldier of the British 7th Royal Fusiliers accidentally killed a 71-year-old Furleisburg woman, Madame Margaret Vincent. 4 years later, and after further raids in other areas, the Fenians returned to Missisquoi County, this time targeting Ecclesiastes Hill, located about 3 kilometers southeast of Pigeon Hill. For this raid, the troops are led by Colonel John O'Neill, a Fenian who had already defeated the British troops at the Battle of Ridgeway in Ontario on June 2, 1862. O'Neill chose May 24, 1870 for the invasion, Queen Victoria's birthday, and the day when several British troops parade in Montreal and Missisquoi County. On the other hand, we are preparing for another attack since the Battle of Pigeon Hill since 1866 to 1868. A local militia has been organized by Asa Westover and Andrew Tenney. The troop, nicknamed the Red Sashes, because of a sling they wore on the chest, are mainly made up of townshippers, English speakers living in the eastern townships known later as townships. Westover is also establishing an intelligence network in Vermont, which is led by S.N. Hunter, an American from Franklin, Vermont, who lives in Dunham. What O'Neill does not know is that one of his colonels, Henri Caron, is in fact a British secret agent, real name Thomas Billies Beach. Then later met with Canadian Police Commissioner Gilbert McMicken in the spring of 1868 and undertook to provide him with information on a regular basis. In 1870 he warned him of an impending raid on Canada. Hunter is also warned, and the Red Sashes prepare for the Fenians' arrival on May 24. Nearly 800 men gathered in Franklin arrive by train from New York, Boston, and New England. O'Neill judges that he does not have enough troops and prefers to wait another day. Meanwhile, Chamberlain warns Westover that an invasion is planned and that his men must occupy Ecclesiastes Hill on the night of the 24th to the 25th. 2 prisoners were captured. Westover's troops received reinforcements from 22 men from Captain Robinson's company around 4 a.m. when Baker arrived on the scene. Soon after, more reinforcements from Captain Bacchus of Stanbridge arrived. The Canadian force is estimated at this time at 85 men. On May 25th, at around 11 a.m., O'Neill ordered his troops to cross the border at approximately 10:30 a.m. U.S. Marshal George P. Foster arrived on scene with his deputy and a number of citizens and warned Fenians that President Ulysses S. Grant had issued the Dominion of Canada Neutrality Proclamation 1917. The troops ignore this warning and continue their march. Foster warns them a second time that Canadian riflemen are waiting for them at Ecclesiastes Hill under the orders of British and Canadian officials who have been informed of the attack by Fenian informants on the Canadian side. Are ready for the attack. The Montreal militia, which had paraded the day before, a picket of the Richelieu Light Infantry Regiment stationed at the Rivières Notre Dame de Stanbridge and at Stanbridge East, the 52nd Waterloo Battalion stationed at Dunham, and the 60th Missisquoi Battalion on their way to Ecclesiastes Hill are ambushed at Ecclesiastes Hill. 35 Red Sashes, 2 officers, and the reinforcements arrived in the morning at around 11:30 a.m. The Fenian army mobilized 176 men. According to O'Neill, they left Franklin and the camp, a few people and some supplies. Caron, who was on this raid, warns O'Neill that reinforcements expected from New York are on their way. In the early afternoon, the Fenian advance guard arrived at Ecclesiastes Hill and comprised between 200 and 400 men advancing in columns of 4 with bayonet. The rest of the troops wait at Alva Reichert's farm on the Vermont side. When the last Fenian crosses the border, the red sashes begin to fire from their concealed positions. The first shot is given by James G. Pell, Captain Westover, having left for dinner, and Smith busy organizing reinforcements located at around 360 meters and using a Ballard rifle. The bullet hits its target. It is John Rowe, the Fenian standard bearer from Burlington, Vermont. He is killed as he crosses the bridge over Chickabiddy Creek. The bullet passed through the artery in his left arm and through both lungs. A huge volley ensues. Mr. O'Brien of Mariah, New York, was also killed instantly. John Hallinan, Captain E. Croman, and Connecticut-born Private James Keenan and Frank Carrigan were fatally injured. 40 Fenians were seriously injured during this battle. No loss on the Canadian side is shown during the fighting. The red sashes, equipped with Ballard rifles, were supported by around 40 men from the 60th Missisquoi Battalion equipped with sniper and field rifles. The Fenians are equipped with Spencer repeating rifles, Civil War Springfield rifles, and rifle-barreled shotguns converted to the Needham breech loader. O'Neill asks his troops to retreat while awaiting the arrival of reinforcements from New York under the command of Colonel Leddy. Still without reinforcements, O'Neill could not launch a flank attack as he wanted. Meanwhile, Marshal Foster, who had warned Fenian troops of the proclamation, arrests John O'Neill when the latter is separated by about 400 meters from his troops and armed only with his saber. Foster leaves the scene with the main commander without warning, leaving Fenian troops with Samuel B. Spears as commander. The arrival of reinforcements from the 4th New York Regiment is made. 100 men are added to the Fenian ranks. Fenian troops also have at their disposal a 3-pounder cannon, which they move into the wooded hills on the American side. North of Franklin, most of the cannon's shells are fired into the swamps on the Canadian side. Lieutenant Colonel Smith therefore asked to launch an assault on this position. The cannon is taken from the hands of the Fenians in full combat by the 60th Battalion. At the end of the day, Prince Arthur, son of Queen Victoria, also comes to support the troops with the Victoria Rifles of Canada. The exchange of fire lasted until the evening, around 6 p.m., but with the arrival of the 60th Battalion, the Victoria Rifles, and without a cannon, the Fenians had no choice but to surrender or flee to the United States. In 1923, the Historic Sites and Monuments Board of Canada designated the Battle of Eccles Hill as a National Historic Site of Canada. The land of over 3,000 meters is located in Furleysburg, a few hundred meters from the Canada-US border. It includes the 3-pound cannon taken from the hands of the Fenians and a commemorative monument dating from 1902.
Guys, I am at an old battlefield that took place here. Here's the old cannon. It was the Eastern Townshippers, the Red Sashes, and they were fighting against the Fenians. They put these rocks up in 19 something, I think 23. But here you can see it's for the Canadian Volunteers, a home courage. Here repulsed the Fenian in areas on the 25th of May, 1870. See, they come here and they leave a reef. So this is what we have as access. So right in front of us, at about 3,600 meters, where this cannon is facing, it's the US. It's just a small portion that we have access to. I've set up my equipment here, got a few responses earlier with the flashlight. Brianna. And on this side, yeah, it says in 1902. I don't know if you can see that because of the sun. Let me move over. I can zoom in a bit. Can't see anything, I think. So I'm going to set up and I'll be back with you for the investigation of this battlefield. So guys, we have movement with the flashlight. It's going on and off all the time. The K2 went off once, and the word deal says among us. It says among us. So let's see what else we can find out. Is there someone here? If you're here, can you touch the flashlight? Oh, you did touch the flashlight. Thank you. Am I speaking to John? Gate. Yes, the gates are open because we are here. I have this little ball if you'd like. If you touch it, it'll light up just like that, and the flashlight. Can you touch that little ball for me, please? Hello? Is someone here? If you're here, you can touch the black torch that has a green light. It'll show me that you are here. Or you can touch the ball in the back there. Or the flashlight. You just touch it and it'll go off. You can speak into the black box and we can pick up some words. There's a word, it says Julian. Is Julian here? If you're here, let us see you by touching one of the devices there. Is the soldier John Rowe here? Or is Margaret Vincent here? It says page. I don't know what that means. Is someone here? I had flickers before and everything. Now I set up and there's nothing. We're gonna try the microphonics, see what happens. I put another device there. If you talk in that, we can hear you. Is John Rowe here?
No.
I'm listening. Is Soldier John Rowe here?
And
How about General Samuel Spear? You are together? Sing? I have sing on the word app there. Margaret Vincent, are you here? You were an innocent bystander? You got shot by mistake? Is Colonel John O'Neill here? If I name your name, please light up one of the devices so we know who is here. Andrew Tenak? Henry Lecorn? Thomas Billis? Gabriel McKinnon? John Rowe? SIR on the word app, I think. Sir. Sir John Rowe, are you here? I think I heard Edward. Did I name someone with an Edward in it? No. General Samuel Spear, are you present? Margaret Vincent, are you present? Is this the Margaret that was shot at the age of 71? Colonel John O'Neill, are you present? Andrew Tenak? That's me. Andrew Tenak, you are here with us? Henri Lecomte. I read it in French. Êtes-vous ici? Are you here? Thomas Billis, Are you here? Gabriel McKinnon. Described. Soldier John Rowe, the only soldier that lost his life in this battle. Are you here? You were all present in the year 1863? You fought for our territory, to keep our territory? Soldier John Rowe, were you part of the Red Sashes? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Do you have a message for us? We are now in the year 2021. And we still remember your story. Can you light up one of the devices again? Okay. I'm gonna take out another device of communication. Let's see how this goes. Hold on, guys. So while I set up a camera for my dowsing rods, try and see if something happens to the cat ball, the flashlight, the ward app, or the K2. It won't be too long. So did you guys see anything? I'm still setting up. It won't be too long. Soldier John Rowe, are you still here? Okay, guys, I got my rods. Margaret Vincent, are you still here? Soldier John Rowe, are you here? If you are here, please cross the rods. To cross them over. And for no, leave them alone. Okay, you can uncross the rods. Mr. Rowe, how old were you when you passed away? When I count and get to that number, cross the rods, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You weren't 11 years old. I don't think you were 11 years old, Sergeant. Were you serving this country for 11 years? Okay. You were serving this country for 11 years before you passed away. Okay, thank you. Let go of the rods. So can you tell me how old you were when you passed away? Were you 15 years old? 16? 17? 18? You were... I heard a noise. T'as entendu ça? What was that? That's an animal of some sort, but I heard that. Woo, 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 woo. Soldier John Rowe, is it you that made that noise? And now the other noise we're hearing are some sort of animals? Do you like to communicate with my rods? There's noise in those woods. What are you pointing? Are you standing in back of me? Oh. Is it better if I turn a little bit like this, maybe? Can you touch the ball? It'll light up all sorts of colors. The flashlight, the K2, or you can say words in that black box over there. Can you do that? You did it when we arrived. Are you getting tired now? Okay. Can you tell me how many other spirits are here with us? Okay. I will count and cross the rods when I get to that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I keep hearing noises in the woods over there. We'll go have a look later.
Jack.
Jack? It says Jack? Jack, are you one of the Fenians? Soldiers? Jack, are you a Fenian soldier?
Cell.
Are there any Fenian soldiers here with us?
Takani.
A train? Yes, there's a train track nearby. Are there any American spirits here with us right now?
Nerdy.
Okay. Did you come to help Canada or the Fenians? The Fenians? Canada? Okay.
Who?
Are there any soldiers here from Montreal? Okay. Are there any soldiers here from the eastern townships? I'll name a few towns. If I name your town, please cross the rods. Okay. Let's go in order. Are there any soldiers from Dunnan? Are there any soldiers from Cowansville? Are there any soldiers from Bromont? Are there any soldiers from Magog? Are there any soldiers from Sherbrooke? Okay, thank you. Please stop crossing the rods. Okay, thank you. Soldier John Rowe, were you from the town of Sherbrooke? Okay. Okay, thank you. Were you proud to come and fight against the Fenians here? Okay. Thank you. Do you have a message to leave us? If you do, you can say it in these two black boxes there in front of us, or the box there. We can pick it up after the recording is done. I appreciate your time talking to us and would like to say thank you for serving our country. Are you still here? Okay, thank you. Is Margaret Vincent still here? Margaret, you passed away. You were 71 years old. Is it you making that noise in the woods? Are you mad because you accidentally got shot? Okay. Are you tired too? Okay. Thank you. Can you show me with this rod where you were standing before we stopped talking to each other? Okay, you're pointing in the woods over there. Thank you. I would like to say thank you for communicating with me. Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna walk around and try and film the woods and see if we can see something, or we'll leave this camera here like this while we're walking around. Okay? Get off this rocks. Okay. So we're gonna start from here. So you get a clear view. See these big rocks here? That was probably like a barricade or something, because we are now facing the U.S. We are exactly on the border. Here's the forest, woody area with still big rocks. Margaret was pointing right there with the rods, saying she was there. See, that's the setup that we had. The camera's still rolling over there. So Margaret said she was standing here, I guess. And I heard noises in the woods here. And when I first arrived, I did a little walk around with no camera. And under these two big trees that you see there, the K2 was going off. There's no one in these woods. There's no houses or whatever. So this is the view from up here between the two trees, which is right here. You see the cannon that the red satchels stole from the Fenians. And they were supposed to have like a headstone for Margaret. But I guess we can't see it anymore today. Or it's at the cemetery that I plan on going next. Maybe try and find some of the soldiers that fought this war. We'll take a better look at the cannon. It's a small one. Oh, there's a beehive in there. Ooh. Ain't that something? What if I sit you guys here like this? What do you see? Aim, fire! That goes right to the US. So here's the front of that monument. So I'm gonna pick up my things and I'll be back with you. I will try to go to the cemetery. So once I pick up the camera again, we will be at the cemetery. So I made it to the cemetery where most of the people during that war are buried. It's pretty big, like before and after this war, because there was only one soldier that died and an innocent bystander, like you could say. So what I plan to do is make my way down this aisle, probably go down there up to that brick building, and I'll be walking with my K2. We'll see what we could see. So we'll start the first row here. Here we have 1872, 1877, we have one that was in the Masons, 1879. See the roses? 1858. $18.89. It's a lot of old ones. 1828. 1907. $18.75. 1822. 1894. Here we have, I think it turned, there you go. Look at this. Thank you for your service, sir. $18.53, 1940. But, oh, sir. Born May 21, 1839. Died April 15, 1910. Look at all these old ones. So what I've read about this cemetery is that there was a lot of Americans that came down here to settle here. This is a child. Well, no, it's not a child. It's 24 years old and 6 months. Oh, I got a flicker right here, guys. Someone here? Hello? Are you still here? My name's Sandra. What's your name? Julia? You like touching my torch? That's so awesome. Thank you. There's a car coming, guys. Hello, Julia. How are you? Are you happy here? I hope you can see it, guys. Well, thank you. I'm going to continue my visit. Thank you, Julia. Okay. Hello. Okay, let's continue walking. That car that just passed, it turned around and it's passing by again. Oh, wait up, guys. There's a lot. These ones are very old that I'm about to show you. It's just like a rock of slate. Look at that. It's an unmarked grave. Well, probably it was marked, but with the years, these were probably the first ones. Or it's on the other side, just to make sure. This one, there's nothing. This one seems to have had something. Let's see if we can communicate here. Hello? Is someone here? Okay. It's really not thick. It's probably an inch, a centimeter. This one we can't read it well. 1853. Here we can't see a date. Okay. I'm still walking with my K2, watching to see if I pick up anything. So if I turn like that, it's because I thought I had something. Okay, so let's continue. To see if we can make it to the end of this cemetery. And that battlefield and this cemetery is 2 hours away from my house. Okay, there's a fence, so it stops at the where the beginning of the woods are. Let's check and see. Oh, look at this one. This one. It looks as if it's made out of metal. Iron. Never saw that before. So many old ones. I know a lot of them, like I said before, were Americans that came after or just before the war, that were at the battlefield. So okay, I made my way to that building right there. We'll see what it is exactly. See, they're all facing the street. Oh, did you guys see the butterfly? Okay. Now what is this? Okay. It says, in memory of Mr. and Mrs. Charles H. Embry, August 15th, 1939. You can see it's locked. And here there's a plaque. Okay. Okay. In here, I guess they're There's recent ones that have visitors that come, and more old ones all the way down there. Here's one that served for Canada. And another one. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. So, that'll be it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next video.